movement series, we will be focusing on functional movements and how to practice them with proper technique in order to maximize day-to-day activities. In this video, we will be focusing on how to perform the perfect squat. Squatting is a fundamental functional movement which can help with strengthening the lower body, improving core stability, strengthening stabilizing muscles, reducing the risk of injury, enhancing hip, knee, and ankle flexibility, alongside mimicking natural movement patterns which aid in everyday activities such as lifting and bending. Regarding the anatomy of the activated muscles while performing this exercise, primarily the quadriceps get activated during the upward phase of a squat, and the gluteus maximus provides the power during the movement. The hamstrings assist with hip extension and stabilizing the knee, while the adductor supports balance and stability of the movement. The calves aid in stabilizing the ankles and providing balance as well. Stabilizing muscles such as the rectus abdominis, obliques, and transverse abdominis brace the torso and protect the spine while maintaining posture. The erector spinae helps keep the back straight and prevent rounding. The trapezius aids in the functionality of the movement by stabilizing the barbell in weighted squats and helps to maintain an upright chest with bodyweight squats. For the technique of a squat, start by standing with your feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider. Make sure your toes are pointing slightly outwards. Engage your core by bracing your abdominal muscles and keep your back straight, your shoulders back, and your chest upright. Push your hips back as if you are sitting into a chair and avoid initiating the movement by bending your knees first. Let your knees bend naturally and keep them in line with your toes. Lower your body until your thighs are at least parallel to the ground. It is possible to go deeper if you maintain proper form as well. Make sure to keep your weight distributed evenly between your midfoot and heels, especially when you are advancing to weighted squats. Your heels should stay flat on the ground throughout the movement, and continue by driving your body through your heels and returning to a standing position, fully extending your hips and knees without overextending your back. Make sure to inhale as you lower into the squat and exhale as you push back up. There are different types of squats. We will be focusing on 5 different versions. Firstly, the barbell squat. This is the conventional back squat where you place a barbell across your upper back and perform a squat while maintaining a neutral spine and proper weight distribution. There is the sumo squat, which focuses on standing with your feet wider than shoulder width apart and have your toes pointing more outwards than usual while engaging your inner thighs and glutes as you lower into the squat. There are the goblet squats, which is where you hold the dumbbell or kettlebell close to your chest and focus on keeping your torso upright throughout the movement. There's also the front squat, which is when you hold a barbell across the front of your shoulders, keeping your elbows high and engaging your core throughout the movement to prevent leaning forward. There's the jump squats as well, which is when you're performing a regular squat, but you're exploding upwards into a jump and landing softly to immediately transition into the next squat. 5 main mistakes to avoid while performing this exercise are having your knees cave in, rounding the back, lifting your heels, leaning too far forward, and bouncing at the bottom of a squat. Keeping your knees aligned with your toes will avoid unnecessary stress on the joints. Maintaining a neutral spine will prevent injury, while ensuring your heels stay flat on the ground will engage the right muscles. Make sure to keep your chest up and focus on distributing your weight evenly to enhance functionality of the movement. Lowering yourself in a controlled manner and avoiding using momentum to rise back up will be more beneficial than increasing the weight of the exercise and bouncing as you rise back from a squat and increasing your risk of injury.